Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the second episode of my series dedicated to first-time homebuyers. Now in today's episode, we're going to discuss some of the major benefits of homeownership. One of the biggest benefits is you get to build equity. Now equity is the difference between what you owe on a property and how much that property is worth. Let's say Joe owes $250,000 on his home, but his home is worth $300,000. That means Joe has $50,000 in equity. Now the way you build this equity is simple. You just make your monthly payments. This is something you're already doing, but for somebody else. Now, does it make sense for us to build someone else's equity when we could be building our own? Now, also when you purchase your home, you're making an investment that appreciates. Now, it's true the market goes up and down, but in general, home values steadily rise over time. In fact, according to neighborhoodscout.com, homes purchased here in California in the year 2000 have shot up over 210%. That's more than 5% every single year. Now, as your home appreciates, you're also getting more equity. Also, when you go to buy your own home, it's most common to buy with a 30-year fixed mortgage. This gives you more payment stability. This means your monthly payments are generally going to be the same for the next 30 years, no matter what type of inflation comes along. In contrast, when you're renting, you're subject to rent increases. In fact, as you build that equity mentioned before, you have the chance to refinance and potentially reduce your monthly payments. When have you ever heard of a rent decrease after 5 to 10 years? This frees up more money for you to spend monthly and gives you more comfort with your other bills. Speaking of having more cash available, owning real estate gives you a source of ready cash to make other large purchases. Let's say you want to remodel the kitchen or go on a beautiful vacation. Maybe buy that dream car you've always wanted. Or maybe you want to buy another home to have your own rental income. Use your equity how you see fit. Let your money work for you. Now, one of my favorite benefits that's hard to even quantify because really it's priceless, you get to make your home your own sanctuary. Make your own personal space, whether it be knocking down some walls for a more open concept living area. Maybe you just want to paint a few walls. Or maybe you want to plant a beautiful garden in the backyard. It's yours. Make it feel like it. Owning your own home also allows more privacy. Never worry about that landlord calling to check in on you, leaving a note on your door, or those pesky neighbors banging on that shared wall or the floor upstairs. Now, the last benefit we're going to go over today, well, you get to save on your taxes. That's right, those monthly payments you're making are partially deductible at tax time. So just to round out today's episode and go over what we just discussed, you're going to be building equity, making an investment that appreciates, more payment stability, have a source of ready cash, have a more personalized home, more privacy, and save on your taxes. Well, that wraps up today's episode of The First Hunt, a series dedicated to you first-time homebuyers. Stay tuned for the next episode where we really dive into the process of becoming a homeowner. And please, if you have any questions, reach out. I would love to hear them. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, when you're on the hunt, think tall, hunt.